Good morning. It is the end of December and I am on the trail to go to Teneriffe Falls. This is a popular waterfall in the North Bend area and we just had a lot of rain dumps. So the waterfall is going to be in a really cool state. Now, on the Roaring Creek Trail, had to start from the Mount Si lot because the Mount Teneriffe lot, where you're supposed to start this trail, was closed, I believe due to snow, even though there wasn't that much. So we're taking a slightly longer route to get to Teneriffe Falls, but I'm excited because I have not been to Teneriffe Falls before and it is supposed to be quite beautiful this time of year. We're looking at 7 miles round trip with it was going to be 1,600 feet a game, but I think it's probably going to be closer to 2,000 with the extended route, so should be fun. So that there is the Roaring Creek waterfall. We're halfway off the Roaring Creek cutoff and we're almost onto the Mount Teneriffe trail again for Teneriffe Falls, but this Roaring Creek trail has been quite pretty and very peaceful too, because I don't think a lot of people come on this, but the creek and the waterfall are a nice surprise. We made it off the Roaring Creek Trail, which was really cool. Had a lot of really beautiful creeks and waterfalls. And now we're actually on the Mount Teneriffe Falls Trail. So now heading up the mountain and gonna see the waterfall soon. It's like another mile and a half to go and a couple hundred feet to gain. And there's a lot more snow on this side for some reason. It is colder on this side, so got to get going. So this is Teneriffe Creek, and we're going to be switchbacking up this slope, and the waterfall is just further up this, so almost to the falls and gonna be enjoying views of the creek the whole way up, and now it gets steep. Okay, well here's a much better view, and this is probably the best view we're gonna get. So this is Rattlesnake Ridge, Rattlesnake Ledge, a little bit of sun, a little bump there is Cedar Butte, and then this one right here, that's Mount Washington, and then Change Peak, Songbird Peak, and then further down the way is going up to Snoqualmie Pass up the I-90 corridor. Not a bad view for being halfway up Mount Teneriffe. We just got done with the lower falls viewpoint and coming up the last bit of the trail to the upper falls, which is the really spectacular view. Is definitely the steepest part. Whew! But so close. I mean, you can hear it. Oh my God. And I can see it through the trees. Holy cow. This is way bigger than it looks. Almost there. So behind me is Teneriffe Falls. I hope the audio comes out, and wow, look at this! This is awesome. This is way bigger than this waterfall looks in photos. This is amazing. I'm gonna go check it out in just a sec. But look at, oh my goodness. Woohoo! Well, that was Teneriffe Falls, and okay, so I might have dropped the camera down the waterfall. And if you are seeing this footage and the audio is coming out and it is clear, then shout out to GoPro's waterproof feature, because wow, I've been doing this for, I've been filming in all kinds of conditions in on trails for over a year now, and that is the first time I have dropped the camera. Yeah, so the camera fell down like 50 feet and it bounced off rocks, and then it went into the pool at the bottom of the waterfall, and oh my god, that was terrifying for me. And we'll see. I mean, if you're seeing any of the footage from this at all, then you know the camera is doing okay. And I either got a very interesting shot or a very boring shot of the camera, because the camera was running and recording the entire time, so we'll see. But okay, so now that I've covered that mishap, Teneriffe Falls is very cool. It was just difficult to film any audio because the waterfall is very loud, and it's a lot bigger in person. It is a lot bigger in person. Like, pictures definitely do not do this waterfall justice, and you definitely have to come see it for yourself. And one of the reasons we came in the winter, especially after a big rainstorm, is because this waterfall is known for not being that spectacular in the summer. Like, you can come in the summer and it's kind of almost a trickle, so you definitely got to come see it in the winter, and we definitely got it when it was roaring. But I'm sorry, I'm still just recovering from the fact that the camera really explored the waterfall. So now we are heading back, and I'm probably not going to be shooting a lot of footage on the way back because while the camera has survived, the tripod did not survive. So it's going to be interesting filming. But yeah, if you're seeing any of this, then good on you, GoPro. Well, it is the next day. I ended up filming this outro after we got back from the falls, just because I wanted to make sure the camera was okay and everything, and it is working. So sorry, that was the concern for this, but I also wanted to wrap up about Teneriffe Falls because it is a really cool waterfall, and I wanted to say that Teneriffe Falls really exceeded my expectations. I'm not a big waterfall person, first of all, and pictures really don't capture the scale of this. This is over 200 feet. It's over a 200-foot drop total for the main falls, and it's definitely worth it when you get to the lower falls. The lower falls is cool, but definitely continue to the upper falls because that's the really big, impressive area. And I think one thing that I really appreciated about this for me is this is probably one of those waterfalls that I've been able to get the closest to safely. Because like a lot of other ones like Wallace Falls and Snoqualmie Falls and things like that, you kind of just go to an overlook and you're not really near the waterfall. So this one feels like a lot more intimate, and I really thought that was fun. And we did take a longer route because yes, the Mount Teneriffe trailhead was closed. It does close periodically, especially throughout the winter, and it's kind of unpredictable, so just know that. However, there's a whole trail system on the Mount Si, Mount Teneriffe area, so there are multiple ways to access this falls. The route we took ended up with 2,000 feet of gain and like close to 8 miles round trip, but the standard route, if the gate is open and the lot is open, is pretty much 5 miles. So you'll see, you know, your mileage may vary depending on which route you go, but I definitely think Teneriffe Falls is worth visiting, especially if you're someone who is into waterfalls. I think it is a very good rainy day or cloudy day hike, and it was definitely a lot of fun. It's one you definitely want to do in the winter or spring when there's a lot of water flow. I've heard in the summer it's kind of lackluster when things are getting more dry on the mountain, but yes, so that is Teneriffe Falls. The camera is okay, and we had a very fun adventure on Mount Teneriffe. Thank you so much for watching, and here are my favorite pictures from the trail today. Enjoy.